What's up? What's up? Alright, I am back. Josh Mondragon here to do another blog for TrendSpider. I do now have a little camera down there in the corner, so now I can be on a little bit more of a personal level so I can kind of talk to you guys while I'm doing this. Today I'm going to basically be going over how fast you can make trading decisions off of a technical analysis with TrendSpider. Okay. I'm going to start my timer here real quick. I'm going to try to keep it under 5 minutes and just see how many I can do in 5 minutes. Alright, first, I'm going to start with CC, CAD CHF. Okay, so if you saw the last one, we like to first look at the daily and the 4-hour first to figure out what is the bigger picture. You want to see exactly what's going on in the bigger picture before you make a decision to whether or not to buy or sell, right? Okay, so you can see here we are way overbought. We bounced off a bullish weekly. So remember, like I said, you have two time frames, a daily and a weekly. Our data down here is the weekly time frame. Bounced off the weekly and it had some nice bullish momentum, and then we came back up here. We found some weekly bearish trends that we broke, tested, sitting on. Okay, then we come over to the 4-hour. We have a nice bullish major 4-hour here, and it's looking like it's trying to make a decision whether or not it's going to break or not. So if it ends up breaking this 4-hour, we can definitely look for a short opportunity, a sell opportunity. And then before I continue with this, I just want to say this is for educational purposes only. I'm not giving trading advice, legal advice, financial advice, any of those manners. It's all just education. Okay. And also, when I do my trades, I try to look for wedges. Okay, so you can see here we have a 4-hour and a daily wedge going on. Alright, so once this wedge breaks out, which we can say we are overbought over here on the daily, we're going to break out bearish once this wedge gets tight enough. Now it may do it right now, or maybe do it after it bounces off the top again and comes back down. But I'm definitely going to keep my eye on that one. Alright, Euro CHF, we did about 50 seconds we did this CAD CHF. Okay, so look at this here. So we had a nice major bullish trend on the daily, ended up breaking it. So what happens after a break? You normally get a retest, and if it's a true break, it will stop right at the break and continue bearish. So if you come over here on the 4-hour, you have the daily overlay with the dotted, and a nice bearish minor trend right here that is testing and respecting pretty well. Okay, then we come over here on the hour. I'm not seeing much besides respecting a hour bearish trend. Come over here on my 15-minute, and we have a nice little wedge forming here. So soon, if it does break out bullish, it's gonna come back up here and test this 4-hour daily that it had just broke. Okay. Daily trend, not the 4-hour. Daily trend that it just broke. Okay, I'm gonna jump down here to the let's go to the Euro USD real quick. Try to get some US dollar pairs in there. Okay, so here we're looking at the bigger time frames again. We have a bearish minor, let's call it. It goes back little, not as far as this one down here, all the way back into April 2017. So we'll call this a minor and this a major. But looking like it's going to come down and wants to test this here at 1.16. If I come over here on the 4-hour, we're in a downward bearish wedge, right? So it's starting to form a wedge there. Come up here to the hour and 15-minute, and we definitely are forming a wedge in the hour. And our 15-minute, looking like it wants to break this 15-minute hour wedge here and continue bearish. So it's still not sure what it's going to do yet, but if it holds bullish, then we can expect it. Once it breaks this hour, we'll get a bullish momentum again. But this US dollar is a pretty dominant dollar right now. Alright, let's go to the pound US dollar real quick. Okay, so here again the dollar's in control, broke a bullish major trend dating back all the way from June 21st, 2017, and ended up breaking that. So this is, the US dollar is pretty strong right now. Looks like if you come over to the 4 hour, you can kind of see a little more detail. So it broke it, came back up, retested it, and broke down further. Then we have this nice bearish major trend dating back to March 27th. So if it respects that, we can definitely see a further drop on the pound US dollar. Smaller time frames, hour and 15 minutes. It's not looking like we have any tight wedges forming, but they are forming. So you see here on the 15, an hour above it. Let's go to 5 minutes, see if we see anything on that real quick. Alright, we're coming up on 5 minutes of this recording. I want to try to at least keep it to 8 minutes. So we have a nice wedge there that it just broke out of, bullish. It's just sitting right above it. A lot of consolidation, holy moly. 10-minute real quick. Yeah, so not much indication on what it's doing yet. So I definitely would wait until you get a more formed wedge. Alright, one more. Let's do the NZD USD. Okay, looks like here we broke a bullish weekly trend. See, this is what I was saying, that it came through it, and then when it came back up to test it, it broke back through. So it was like a fake breakthrough, is what you call them. So then after it breaks through again, then it treats it as a support again before it goes back through the bullish trend line of the weekly. So as of right now, it's still respecting the weekly bullish trend. Come over here on the 4 hour, so bounced off back here on May 15th. It's in kind of a no man's land. An hour time frame, it's just above the 0.32 fib. Pretty much no man's land, right between all these trends. 10-minute, sitting above a trend, no wedges really forming. No wedges on the 15. Let me go to the 5 real quick. And no wedges on the 5 either, so no real indication on what's going on with the NZD USD. Alright. So that's pretty much what I'm going to do for this blog. I just want to keep it short and simple. Just basically show you how fast you can get a technical analysis with trends, primarily all trends, and decide on whether or not you're going to buy or sell. Alright. Catch me on blog 3. Probably going to do it this weekend. I know we had some issues over the weekend with TrendSpider, but he's getting it fixed now, so hopefully we are all set. And we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.